Well?
Well, what?
Well, what did the commissioner say?
We didn't have a lot of time to talk.
Well, in the brief time you had to talk, what did he say?
Not a lot.
Well, what is this? Why won't you talk to me?
Eden, I really don't want to discuss it
Look,
right
I'm not asking you for a verbatim transcript, just the general content. I mean, what did he say? Did he say when you could start back?
I didn't actually talk to the dude, you see, because he wouldn't take my call.
What?
Yeah. Which doesn't surprise me. As long as departmental charges are pinned against me, I'm stuck out in left fields. It's kind of like being sent to police Siberia.
Oh, Cruz, I'm so sorry. I mean, that's really unfair.
Hey, you know, don't, that's the way they want to be. That's fine with me. I'm going for a run on the beach. Don't worry about this. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
Hey. Helping Kelly was the right thing to do. There's no doubt in my mind. If I had to do it again, I would do it again. I'll be back.
That was a fast run.
Yeah, well, that's what running's all about.
You must have gone like the wind.
Well, maybe I didn't really feel like running, you know. I guess, I stretched. That was fun.
I wish you wouldn't do this.
And I wish you wouldn't do that.
If you're in a bad mood, I would like it if you wouldn't try and cover it up.
Well, what's the difference? I'm doing a lousy job of covering it up anyway, right?
I know you're unhappy because you're not on the force. And the worst of it is that I feel responsible.
Eden, it is not... You are in no way responsible for what happened here. I made a choice. I am perfectly capable of living with the consequences. If Internal Affairs doesn't want to decide, they want to play hardball with me, they can kiss my butt going out the door.
Well, maybe I can make some calls. Maybe I can have
No,
Daddy
you
talk to the
can't.
police commissioner.
Eden, it wasn't your fault. And it is not your problem. Now, I would appreciate it if we could just let it go. Leave it alone, you know? It would really,
Toast isn't that bad.
I'm sorry.
Hello?
Eden, can you and Cruz come by? I'm at home. It's important.
Well, of course we can. Ted, what's the matter?
I'll tell you when you get here. I need to see both of you, though, all right?
All right, we're on our way.
Okay.
Pete thinks you can get away with that.
Daddy?
Eden, Cruz, I'm glad you're here.
What's up, Mr. C?
Ted called us on the phone and he sounded really upset. What's that?
Nothing. It's something personal I've got to take care of. I got to take care of it now. Ted is inside with Haley. You can go right in and I'll see you.
How can you go to class, kid? Look, are you ready for this?
Ted, if I stay at home, this is all I'll be able to think about, and I want to forget. Do I have to be some sort of cripple who stays at home?
Something is very wrong here.
Look.
Hi.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. How's it going?
Why are they here so early? Did you tell them?
No.
My Lord, Haley, what happened to you?
She was attacked last night.
Oh, my God. You don't mean... Oh, Haley.
I'm all right. Why didn't you talk to me? Why didn't you ask me before you called them?
I thought they could help. I mean, if Gina is gone, you don't have anybody you can talk to.
No, what you wanted was you want me to go to the police, but I have told you I'm not.
Listen, if you've got some questions, I'm sure Cruz can answer them for you. I'll leave you guys alone for a while.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How is she, darling?
She's fine. Cruz is in with her, and you know he can't. He's more understanding than anybody.
Oh, what a terrible thing to happen. What about Cruz? How's he doing?
Nothing's wrong with him. That getting his job back won't cure.
When will that be?
I don't know. The commissioner won't even return his calls.
You want to see if I can do something about it?
No, please don't. Cruz doesn't want anybody interfering. So I think it'd be better if we just left everything alone and just see how it goes.
All right.
Thanks. You know, you were wonderful with Haley.
Well, you were pretty wonderful yourself.
I'm not like you. I'm very sensitive. I'm glad that you convinced her that she should go to the police. I hope she does it.
Me too. I really hope so.
I just wish that you could be the one to handle the case.
No. Let's not talk about that, okay? Scoot up a little bit.
I mean, I really do feel that it's only right that people like Haley and... well, they deserve the best, and that's what you are.
You really believe that?
Yes, I do.
That makes me feel good.
I'll get it. I said I'd get it.
Oh, I thought you'd be
Hello?
gone.
Hold on a second.
You can just stand there and look sexy.
Yes.
Oh, yes, he is. May I ask who's calling? Just a minute, Commissioner.
Tell him I'm busy.
Cruz is the police commissioner.
Yeah, well, he was too busy to take my calls this morning. Maybe I'm too busy to talk to... I'm not going to beg the dude.
Look, I'm sure this is important. What do you want me to tell him?
Tell him I think he's a spineless wimp for letting Keith Timmons push him around.
I'm sorry. He'll be right here. You can tell him yourself.
Hello? Yeah, well, sure. I don't see any problem with that. What time? See you there. Bye.
Well?
Well, it seems his schedule is miraculously cleared and he can see me for lunch.
Well, that's wonderful.
I'm not going to put much stock in this, Eden. Until I know what's really going on.
Hi.
How's Haley doing, man?
I just got to lie down. I think it'd be better if the two of you just kind of left her alone, all right?
Cruz was just dropping me off. We weren't here to pressure her.
Look, I already talked to her about the police. She doesn't want to do it.
Why?
Because she's been through enough without everybody asking her questions and insinuating things.
It's not like that anymore, man.
Look, Cruz, it's over.
Well, yeah, that's funny. You know, I got the feeling Haley wanted to talk to somebody official.
Well, she's changed her mind. And I don't want the two of you guys hounding her about it either.
Ted.
Look, hey, it's our business, so just leave it alone.
Look, I don't want to argue about it, man. You're perfectly right. But I just want you to know that things have changed at the department. There are counselors now, there are special officers who deal with nothing but this, and they don't blame the victim.
I know how to take care of my wife.
Cruz knows what he's talking about.
I mean, I just want to see this guy caught and taken off the streets so he doesn't do this to some other woman.
He won't. Trust me.
I don't know what's wrong with him. I think he just needs more time.
I think he sounds pretty clear. He wants to protect Haley.
At some point in time, Haley is going to have to face that this happened. She's going to have to get herself together and do something about it.
That reads fine in a textbook, Cruz.
Cece, Cruz is right. The police can help Haley fight back if Ted would stop making this a personal injury to himself.
Darling, look what the proper authorities have done to Kelly and the rest of the family. I don't blame him for not wanting to go to the police at all.
Daddy, this is different.
The longer she waits, the more difficult it'll be to track this guy down.
I think this has to stay in the family, Cruz.
And that ignores the fact that a serious crime has been committed, Mr. C.
Look, the last thing that girl needs is to relive that nightmare, to top it off, adding to the fact that the public's going to know all about it and make a big case about it.
Well, we're not going to help Haley standing around her arguing. That much I know.
All right, I got to get out of here anyway. I'm going to be late.
I'll walk you out.
Yeah. For what it's worth, we feel exactly the same about this.
Cruz just wants to help, Daddy. That didn't take long.
Yeah, it was a quick lunch.
And?
He decided to drop all the charges against me.
Well, that's wonderful.
I'm fully reinstated to go back on the force whenever I decide to.
I'm so happy for you. Happier than you seem. What's wrong?
I wish I knew. I guess I just don't quite buy it. I mean, it happened too fast, you know? That's not the way the department works. If I'd have gone in there and begged for my job back, Internal Affairs would have been all over me.
Maybe the commissioner feels they don't have enough evidence.
It would take an official inquiry to determine that. Besides, they're right. I'm guilty as charged. I never denied it. If Kelly is a criminal, then my helping her is a crime.
At least it's over, right?
No, something's not right. The only thing Gina likes better than playing rich is playing dead.
Fortunately, she's as healthy as a horse. Anybody see Ted?
No, I haven't seen him, and he really hasn't come out of her room.
Maybe I should go and check on her.
Darling, she'll come out when she's ready.
You know, I suppose I'm out of line for even mentioning this, but it seems to me that you would rather forget this ever happened.
Might not be a bad idea.
Are you the one who convinced Ted not to go to the police?
Of course not.
But you let him know your position on the matter, I'm sure.
Why don't you just tell me what you're getting at, Cruz?
Well, I'm hoping you're not more concerned about the family name than about what's good for Haley, that's all.
That happens to be insulting and untrue.
Well, then I think you should talk to Ted. I mean, he's going to go find this guy by himself. That's insane. He should be concentrating on what's good for his wife and not his pride. Now, I'll see you later. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Daddy. He's been kind of on edge since his meeting with the commissioner.
That set him off. He had no right to talk to me that way. Not in my own home, not after what I've done for him.
He is right, though. Cece, he is absolutely right. He has handled hundreds of rape cases. He knows what he's talking about.
Well, wait a second. What you've done for him, Daddy?
Never mind.
What, a phone call? A personal favor that needed to be returned? Daddy?
No, nothing. Just an offhanded remark. That's all.
You pulled strings to get Cruz back his job on the force, didn't you? The truth, Daddy.
Hi, listen, before you, holler at me and stuff, let me save you the trouble. I apologize for losing my temper, and I apologize for taking off.
I'm not angry.
You're not?
What's with the suit?
Well, if she thinks she can tear herself away from all this craziness surrounding her family right now, I would like to take the woman I love out to celebrate at the restaurant of her choice.
Celebrate what?
I've decided to accept the commissioner's rather abrupt change of heart.
Maybe you should wait on that.
I thought you'd be pleased.
I am. Look, I had a talk with my father.
I imagine I'm not his favorite person right now.
The problem is you are, and I want to tell you something before you find it out from somebody else. You know how he can be.
How he can be? How? Oh, no, he didn't.
He did. He talked the commissioner into clearing the way for you to get your job back on the force.
The thing that drives me nuts about your family.
He was only trying to help.
Who asked him?
Look, don't get angry at me.
Well, somebody told him that the commissioner wasn't taking my calls.
Oh, so you think I set this up?
He has no business trying to make our lives over into his image of how we're supposed to live.
Granted. Okay, now maybe I mentioned something to him about what you were going through. But look, number one, I would never put you in that position. Number two, I would never try to take away the trust that we worked so hard to build. And if you think I would do something like that, you've got a problem.
I'm sorry. I don't think you did that. I'm sorry. But Eden, I mean, I can't stand it when people mess with my life for whatever the reason. I mean, he was wrong.
Yes, he was wrong. But he cares about you. That's why he got involved. Now, you may not like it, but it got you what you wanted. It was just a matter of time before they asked you back on the force anyway.
There were issues to be resolved. It would have been so much more satisfying if I could have done it on my own.
With a very long investigation, a lot of red tape, and they would have done anything to try to stall things. Now, you may not like it, but you got your job back. And it's a job you love. Is it worth your pride turning your back on something like this?